how can I be paid to be at all the festivals that I want to be at?
What does an agent, firstly, like really mean?
If this doesn't fall through, I'm fucked.
Everyone wants to be a DJ, but there's so many opportunities outside of that.
I'll skip the main party, but I'll happily get up early to go to that 7 a.m. set.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm in a flipping boudoir.
And you start getting soft.
Yeah, do you know what I mean, bruv? My biggest bit of advice is exercise. So I'm always up for providing people with opportunities, you know? Artists would turn up into the booth and see me and be like, yo.
The hardest part to do is break those patterns of thought.
Before you know it, he's messaging me, he's like, I'm the venue manager.
That's our vibe.
So much sense.
Boys, we are
That's three of you staying in together,
Yeah.
Makes way more sense now the blue lights there.
But how wide is this? Am I
Your
toes?
toes
Am
ain't
I
in it,
toes
mate.
out?
No.
Fucking wigging out about that, bro.
No,
I
you're
ain't got the
right.
best feet either.
No, they're right.
Ready?
Let's do it.
Ready?
3, 2, 1. Yes, guys. So, no, lock in.
Don't have to shout.
Oh, I'm like here and I here. Cool. Right, so today we have got our first episode of the Baked Afters podcast, and we have got none other than our boy Zack Geraci from FDTN Agency.
Yes,
Welcome on, my bro. How are
Thank
we?
you, boys. Feeling rather relaxed, actually.
Good to see you,
Bit
mate.
nerve-wracking coming on as your first one as well, but thank you for having me. Really
Pleasure,
appreciate you guys,
Yeah, of
and congratulations on what you've built here.
Thanks.
Fucking insane, can I swear?
Of course you
Too
can.
late.
No,
Okay.
of course you can.
It's beautiful, it's insane, and big up to what you're doing with the podcast, the music podcast as well, live stream. It's epic. So yeah, thank you for having me.
Pleasure, mate.
Thank you, bro.
Wicked.
I mean, yeah, we really appreciate your support as well. Like from the start, to be honest, like it means a lot. Obviously, you got a lot of experience in the scene, so always coming to you for advice. You know.
Why?
Like,
I don't understand why.
Yeah.
He's been doing it a
I
while.
don't get why you come to
Doing
me.
it a while.
I've got the
His
worst
first
advice in the
video.
world. No, I'm joking. No, I appreciate that as well. Thank you guys. Appreciate
But yeah, obviously we've been trying to do the podcast for a while now. It's took us a good few months to get the set finally done. You know, like had all the camera equipment, but like had to just get some final audio bits, get a cool little mixer. But we're finally there.
Finally
there.
Made it.
So it
So
feels like it's been done many, many times before. So
sick,
yeah.
Wicked.
Nice.
amazing.
So yeah, bro, do you want to just give like a bit of an intro into like, yourself, who you are,
Yeah,
what
I
you
mean,
do?
Yeah, where do we start? I mean, my name is Zack. Currently creative director of LDN East, which I'm enjoying a lot. Actually, it's going very well. Co-founder and owner of FDTN Collective, which is a booking agency which holds 22 artists now. I think that's right. That better be right. And we have a team which is growing, just of fucking mates, really. You know, I've hired 3 of my friends as staff, another 2 agents who are friends, as staff members, part of the team, part of the collective. And yeah, it's just, that is keeping me very busy. And then a couple of side projects as well. I work closely with SlapFunk, probably one of the best Dutch brands there is. Everyone loves a little bit of SlapFunk.
Definitely vouch for that.
And I work very closely with beeyou Records as well as my family. Just do whatever I can to be there if needed. And that's that. I'm just an all-round good guy.
Mate, how do you actually like manage the time across all of it?
It's a very good question. I get asked that question quite a lot, to be fair. I think where everything kind of combines and becomes one, without sounding too cheesy, everything involves itself. So the artists that play for beeyou are also on foundation. You know, the venue, I'm very lucky with the venue. The trust that I have from the owner there, Matty Blewett, big up Matty Blewett. It's full on, but it's not at the same time. I can kind of do my thing from wherever I am, as long as the shit's getting done, obviously. And then again with SlapFunk as well, a lot of my work with them would be the build up and predominantly on the weekends. But even working closely with them works hand in hand with the agency, because then I'm able to push my artists through SlapFunk, obviously because they're great artists and the brand trusts me. So yeah, it sounds like a lot, but I have a team. I have a strong team around me. I have a strong collective of people who are also working hard around me. It's not just me.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anyone could manage all that by themselves, but yeah. So I think it's all about making sure you have the right people around you to be able to do those kind of things.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, would love to kind of take it further back.
Yep.
Kind of where you grew
Talk
up.
to me.
where you grew up, how did you, have you always been into music? Was this something that was big in your household?
Where I grew up, born and raised West London. Originally Labrador Grove.
Nice.
West is best. I don't care what anyone says. West is best. So West London, had a stint in Norfolk, which is like a bit further up west, and then back to then done the East circuit, which was chaos. And then it's absolute chaos. It's too dangerous for me. I can't do it.
Yeah, fair.
I can't do it because I just end up at every single party and after party there is in East London. So yeah, have I always enjoyed music? I mean, yeah, from back in the day when I used to get in the car, my dad used to build a subwoofer in the boot. So we used to always have bass in the car, and we used to just fucking rag around listening to fucking Oxide Neutrino and Sean Paul and Limp Bizkit and Queen and just all aspects of everything. So yeah, I guess I got a lot of that from my dad. My mum was always into music. My mum's side's we're all ravers. So yeah, I guess it's always kind of been in the family. I've always grown up around it. And yeah, that's it really. That's how I got into music itself, not necessarily house music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like first experiences getting into raving, the early rave days.
Oh.
What year are we talking when you're turning?
I mean,
I'd say 18, but I'm sure you went out.
No, I was actually a good boy.
Yeah.
I didn't really illegal rave.
Okay.
I did have, but back then it was more like Oceana, Winkers, very different type of partying, student nights, but not like full on raves. I think the first club I ever went to was probably Egg. I think so. And then just from there, you do the light box. Actually, the first ever party I went to in the like tech house scene was Solid Grooves, Brixton.
Okay.
Rooftop. I was 18. I'm 34 now, so you're probably better at me than maths. That was a long time ago. But also quite late on to actually start raving. I know a lot of people done it way before.
You definitely made up for it.
Mate.
For sure.
Yeah, tell me about it. Still got a lot more to go as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, that was like my first ever like proper listen to tech house music. I had a period of Swedish House Mafia. I think everyone did.
Don't you worry,
I was
child.
hooked on. Yeah, that's one of the best tracks of all time. We'll put it on after actually.
Yeah.
And then from Swedish House Mafia went on to like Solid Grooves, and then Solid Grooves it was like Dawn Lightbox, and that was it. Just got me.
Yeah.
I was addicted basically.
So touching on like more going back towards like the agency side of things, right? Was there a specific moment in time where you was like, this feels right and this is what I want to start to build? And was there like did you have a bit of a light bulb moment where you was like, I have these connections in the industry, now I feel like I should be doing something with that?
I was always the one helping people. I was always the one just carry someone's bag, as you do. My friends were always DJs. I was just always the one who was helping the artist or assisting them. Was there ever a moment I thought I'd be an agent? I wouldn't say that I did think that I would be an agent anytime. I was an electrician by trade, actually. Well, an apprentice.
Yeah.
I didn't finish off my apprenticeship. No, I found pills. No, I'm joking. I was an electrician by trade, actually. I started off an apprenticeship when I was 16. Cut that one out for mum. I was an apprentice, started at 16. And then once I got into the raving and everything, I realised that actually, this is not actually a bit of me. There's more out there. And in that period of time, I'd done a lot of networking. I'm a people's person. I think that's probably, it's one of the, it definitely helps in this industry if you're naturally a people's person. Networking, connecting with people, obviously organically with zero intentions. I just used to just go out and chat and connect and share and talk and listen and just built a network essentially. But going back to a question about the agency, did I ever think I'd be an agent? I didn't until one day was at 93 Feet East, probably jumping forward, but I'm sure we can go back. It was me, Laidlaw, Reese, and Daniele, my business partner. And they're both my business partners at the agency actually. And we was in the office at 93 Feet East. Laidlaw was a graphic designer. I was the project manager for our events, in-house events. Daniele was the booker programmer, and I think Laidlaw got a booking request from Morocco one time, just randomly, and he was like, "Oh, can you guys help me with this?" Just like, "Fuck it, never done this before in our lives. Let's just give it a go. Just give it a go." Done it, sent a few emails, confirmed a fee, which I think the fee probably didn't even cover the flights in the end. Obviously double excited, thinking, fuck yes, we smashed it. Oh my God, we're agents now. And then in that moment there, we was just all talking. And there was a few other artists around us as well in our circle, friends, who were also like emerging, just getting into the scene. And I would say way prematurely needed any guidance or needed any someone representing them as an agent. But because we had a few around us, we were just like, fuck it, should we just start an agency? And then again, talking. I think it was Reese Laidlaw was like, he said the word foundation. And we just all looked at each other and was like, fuck, that's the name.
Yeah.
Which is abbreviated FDTN, because foundation is obviously such a popularly used word. And yeah, that was the start of the agency, essentially.
So like, up until that point, had you have like done any other jobs in the scene, or was that kind of your first time starting to like officially work in the scene after building the network?
Well, it was just prior to that. So being on the dance floor for 7 years, just getting about as you do, after parties, main parties. Back then, there was the after party scene was huge. You could go from Friday to Monday, party to party to party to party. Now it's club to kitchen. You know what I mean? or Star Lane, which is great. Don't get me wrong.
Love Star
Shout out
Lane.
Star Lane, yeah, and the whole team there.
Yeah, done a great job.
Yeah, they've smashed it. I mean, it's probably the only after party spot really legal after party spot. But when I started raving, when I started really going out, you could do like Friday night, Saturday morning, Saturday day, Saturday night, Sunday morning, and just keep going. And it wasn't like you had to go to someone's house or, you know what I mean? It was just non-stop, bouncing. So yeah, that was how it was back then. But my first role essentially was working for 93 Feet East. That came about, I think 93 Feet East just reopened. At the time, they had a massive period of time where it got closed down. I'm sure you've probably seen the crazy videos online of 200 police officers running into 93 Feet East. If you haven't, I'll show you.
I haven't.
Have you actually not?
No.
I haven't.
Oh, it's
no.
iconic.
What happened?
I don't know the full story, but I just know that road on a Sunday morning was absolute chaos.
Wow.
So they just, I believe they just wanted to put it to a stop, basically.
Fair enough.
Anyway, there's just a wicked video.
Yeah,
Maybe
sure,
cut into it whilst we're talking. But yeah, so I started going when it just reopened. And Tony, the owner of Fuse, just took over as creative director. I believe that was his role. I'm sure he'll correct me if I'm wrong later. But and I just kept going on the weekends. I didn't know him. I didn't really know anyone at the venue. It was actually my first time going to 93 Feet East because the weekend me and Laidlaw were going to go to Fuse. It got shut down. So we missed the whole Fuse 93 era, which was like all we ever fucking heard of was like Fuse at 93 Feet East. So it just reopened, kept going, kept showing face. And then I became good friends with my business partner now, who was the booker at the time. I say good friends, we started saying hello to each other. And then one day they asked us to help them build a community there. I guess they could just see that we had a lot of friends around us. Like everyone, we kind of knew everyone on the dance floor at that moment at 93 Feet East. Asked us to help build a community there. Then from there, you eventually get trusted to go into the office. You know, every now and then you can pop up to the office. And one day I remember I was in the office and the creative director turned around to me and was like, "Oh, what are you doing this weekend?" It was my girlfriend's birthday, my girlfriend at the time. I was like, "Nothing." She wasn't very happy. And he was like, "Do you want to manage the club for me?" I was like, "Fuck it, why not? I've never managed a club before in my life." And it was a Sunday, it was a stump party, which was epic.
Brilliant.
Yeah, which was great. And I managed, it was an after party and I smashed it from then. And then I got hired as like an event manager on the weekends.
Gain their trust, really.
Gained the trust, showed up when I was asked to show up. Started going to 93 for East. I quit my job as an electrician at the time because I've just felt there was just like, I don't know, I just felt there's something was there that I thought if I commit to this, eventually it's going to pay off. So I started going to 93 for East for free for 2 months. I used to go to the office. I said to my mum and my partner at the time, look, you might have to support me for the next 2 months, but just got this gut feeling that it's going to be worth it. So I started going for free to 93 for East, my laptop out, sometimes doing absolutely fuck all, sometimes scrolling. But I said to them, if there's anything that you lot don't have time to do, let me know.
there.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, they probably didn't give me much to do. But there was odd jobs and odd things that I did.
Yeah.
And then like 2 months in, I got 2 months in. I was actually in a position where I couldn't even afford to buy food. I was like, fuck's sake, I'm so broke. I've like fully like committed to this now. Like, if this doesn't fall through, I'm fucked basically. And in that moment, I was asked to be project manager of their in-house event that they were starting. Bearing in mind, never wrote an email in my life, never used a spreadsheet in my life. I was now managing the marketing team, production team. Well, I was the production team. Me and one other. Programming of the DJs. I was doing everything. So that was essentially my first in was 93 for East, and just them seeing something in me and you know, more hungered rather than experience, which I think nowadays actually trumps a lot of opportunities from whether you've got qualifications or not. If you've got that drive, that hunger, someone can see that in you. I think that definitely helps you get into this industry here.
Sounds like such a natural progression into all of it as well.
Yeah.
The whole thing sounds so natural.
It was crazy. It was amazing though. Yeah,
amazing. And so where you're with the agency now, like how's it going? Like what have been some of the goals, some of the focuses over the last couple of years?
I mean, look, it came from just being around talented friends who maybe needed some guidance or maybe didn't. We kind of just took them under our wing, and just building that, growing that, building the artist. We believe that, you know, if you allow someone to become the best version of themselves, then that's when they'll operate at the highest level and can then become the best artist or the best artist that they can possibly be, you know. So it was just about giving love, attention, guidance, advice when needed. And, you know, eventually we started to see, oh, actually, fucking hell, this can be something. And then the roster built, the team built, and I guess it's just about, getting artists into making them comfortable and realize their potential. And essentially, hopefully, one day have a career out of it if that's something that they want. So from when we started till now, it's quite surreal at times. I mean, still pinch myself every now and then when you confirm your artist's dream gig. You know, it's like it's an epic moment.
And I bet you've had some recently, right? With some of your artists.
Yeah,
in
for
Ibiza,
sure.
London.
I mean, just coming back from going to Ibiza on Thursday to Amnesia Terrace to watch 3 of my artists absolutely smash the shit out of that terrace is an insane moment, achievement. Being on the other side, you know, I've been on that dance floor for 12, 14 years, something along those lines. Yeah, I think that's about right. So to be, it's moments like that where you're like, flipping hell. Full circle moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're still growing. We're still just getting started. Yeah.
I feel like we were speaking about it the other day on the phone. We were talking about doing the podcast. I feel like everyone wants to be a DJ nowadays, but there's so many opportunities outside of that, you know, being an agent, working as a lighting tech, sound engineer. There's all these other opportunities that maybe someone, you know, coming out of uni or turning 18 that maybe is a little bit lost in life but has a passion in the music scene. What does an agent firstly like really mean? Like what is it? What is like the tasks of an agent? What is that relationship? Just for anyone watching that obviously, like, you know, knows the word agent, agency.
Better get this right. I get it. So an agent's job is to manage an artist's bookings, work closely with the artist to make sure that where they are performing is aligned with their goals, where they want to go, how they want to present themselves. There's also an element of the agent utilizing their network to provide more opportunities. But it's a two-way relationship.
Mm.
I can't do anything as an agent if the artist isn't doing anything, and vice versa, you know? So essentially, it's just ensuring that your artist is positioned where they want to be, how they want to be, and working closely with them to achieve their goals and be eventually playing on all the stages and lineups, countries, touring the world, in everywhere they could dream to play, basically.
Mm.
That's what I would say as an agent.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
love
right.
it. Love it.
I guess there's many ways of looking at it, and probably other people explain it a lot differently, but that's probably my way of, explaining
Yeah,
it.
in theory, you're just like taking people from where they are currently to where they want to be and helping them bridge that gap while
Yeah.
like nurturing them in terms of like their brand identity,
Exactly,
I guess,
yeah.
like their character identity, and yeah, utilizing your network to be able to put them in the right spots, which you've obviously built over the last decade, right?
Yeah, exactly
So,
that.
Yeah, it's a
Exactly.
good way to describe it.
Thank you.
What do you feel like in terms of, not that there's any like shade or competition, but specific to Foundation, what do you feel like you guys are doing well at the moment, and what do you feel like you could improve on?
It's a very good question. What do we do well? We are, I guess what we do well is, like I said, guiding people, giving them the love and attention that they need, and also providing. There's what I would say right now in this industry. There's a middle ground. Used to be commercial or underground. There's now like this middle ground where, and I believe that's what we do very well as an agency. Is just an example. Lockie, for example, he was with us for 6 years, and we was able to position him in a way, and also from his hard work as well, not just us, but position him in a way where he could play 12,000 people in front of 12,000 people at drum sheds, but then go and play on the same lineup as Villa Lobos the next week. You know, having that contrast where back in the day it was probably unheard of. You know, it was like you either did that or you did that. So now there's this middle ground, and I believe that is what we are able to facilitate really well for our artists. Yeah, and I don't necessarily think, I wouldn't say there's not a lot of agencies that can do that, because there definitely is, but a lot of agencies, depending on the size and what kind of level they're at, how corporate they are or not, would determine whether, you know, and also people's dreams and visions change. You know, 1 minute they want to be the cool underground kid, next minute they see a couple of dollar bills, it's like, yo, which I also get, you know, and everyone's journey is different, so it's just each their own. But yeah, I believe that's probably what we can do best, is provide that middle ground. Yeah.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Sick. And yeah, I would love to, you were speaking about what it used to be like when you was first getting into partying, like the after parties. There was after parties everywhere,
mate.
you know, you could just go on easy for a weekend.
Yeah.
What about the landscape has changed over the years? Like what's different today?
Very good question. I think it's probably just the cost of running clubs, venues. Also, it's a shame because, like in London, the culture, the music nightlife culture is not as how can I put it, accepted by the government, the powers that be, the councils, the neighbours. You know, all it takes nowadays is one complaint and you flipping pretty much whole business can be shut down, which is such a shame. You know, and you go to like Berlin and Amsterdam, you're like, fuck me, this is how it's actually supposed to be done. You know, so I think there's that. I think the generation of ravers is a little bit different now. Maybe we were just absolute shitbags back in the day. Maybe. Still are. Professional shitbags now. But yeah, maybe that is the case. Again, you know, I think it's just the cost of running venues nowadays. People don't really look into it, you know, they just turn up to a party, have fun, fuck off home, and then carry on. And then they don't really look at what gets put into it, you know, the staffing, the cost, the licensing, all the legalities, all the paperwork, and all that kind of thing. There's so much that goes behind it. And as cost of living goes up and just society generally and all everything that just rises, it's a struggle for clubs to stay open. So I think that could be one of the cases, and maybe there's just not a big market for it anymore. The after party scene, you know, we used to go to flipping, I mean, Dawn at Lightbox, BB's event his after party, Sunday morning. I used to go there, even if I didn't go out on a night out. I used to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go straight to Vauxhall.
It's
Like,
crazy.
it's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
We used to
I
sit
mean that's
outside.
what Star Lane is now, right? It's like
Yeah.
there'll be nights where like for example like beeyou and Bizarre Tracks is one of them where like I'll skip the main party, but I'll happily get up early to
Go
go
to the
to that 7 a.m.
Yeah,
set
yeah,
to
yeah,
go
for
like
sure.
you know get some food on the way there, show up fresh in the morning, be there for the whole day,
That's
and
it.
then you know
I think there's just a different energy about after parties, isn't it? I mean, especially when there was so many of them.
yeah
But like I said, like the people, a lot of the people in my life right now, I met in that smoking area at dawn every Sunday morning, without fail.
same people, same
Same
usual
rules, just sit
suspects.
outside in the smoking area. We could hear the music from the smoking area. We'd wait for a track that we liked, not all the time, but a lot of the time, and then we'll all look at each other, just running,
Sick.
have a dance, maybe shuffle a little bit, and then song will finish. Then we'll come back out, smoking area, smoking, chilling. Another track will come on, straight back in, and we should do that on repeat every single weekend for about 4 or 5 years. Yeah,
Love it.
yeah, man.
Wanted to get your advice. Obviously, we've been running bake sessions for like a year and a half now. We've like tried to, if not interview the DJs that's come on, but like just having conversations about the scene. Something interesting that I'd love to get your perspective on is, it feels like DJs, a lot of DJs nowadays, you look at the Dean, like Luke Dean, Max Dean. It's like DJs nowadays, Josh Dean,
as well.
Josh Baker,
All of
they're like the new kind of global like pop stars.
Yeah.
They're like superstars. And it's becoming this very commercial thing. Firstly, like how do you find, especially having an agency, how do you find the balance between like going commercial, obviously getting bigger, getting a bigger paycheck, but also still stimulating like that underground essence, which is I feel like what a lot of DJs get into it for, you know?
How do you find the balance? Oh, great question. I mean, again, I guess from your production, it's probably a good one. As an artist, anyway, music that you're putting out. And also, I think, like, as I said, find the balance in the gigs that you're playing. You know, you've got people like Enzo done that whole small venue, intimate venue tour. You know, putting yourselves in these smaller environments, which will allow you to play a little bit more deeper, a little bit more underground as such, and show people that side of you that has always been there, always still there. You know, yeah, I guess a mixture of just making sure your calendar's balanced. Give me,
Huh?
he's asking for the water. Give me the water. Actually, you know what? I'll have a little sip as well. I guess just a balanced calendar.
Yeah.
And showing up in front of different crowds, audiences, in different spaces. Not only doing 10,000, you know, might do a little series of fucking 200 capacity shows, and there's a queue outside of 10,000 people trying to get in.
Yeah.
You know, but also just putting yourself into them environments, which allows you to go a bit deeper and probably play. I guess a lot of the time it's music that they actually really want to play. When you get to a certain level, certain capacity, certain size room, there's a thing called big room music. You know, it's a lot of the drops, a lot of the effects, but it kind of plays its part in those environments. But you wouldn't go and play that music, for example, in Brett, you know. And you I've experienced even Cam playing at Brett, or Stussy playing at Brett, or all these people who were essentially online classes, not necessarily mainstream, but big room artists. Yeah, big room's probably the best way to put it. You go and watch them at Brett in front of
Different game.
400 people. It's absolute, yeah.
I think we've definitely experienced that firsthand on here as a platform. Like people coming over and, you know, they may play a certain vibe when they play out, or if they play at a festival, if they play a certain club. But then when they do come here, they almost feel so at home to the point where they're like, I'm literally just going to rip whatever I feel
Whatever
like.
you feel.
You know?
Yeah,
Which
it's
is
amazing.
so sick.
Yeah, it is sick.
It's so
I mean,
cool.
I think the whole house, this whole setup is like this. I mean, I feel like I'm in a flipping boudoir.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a teepee.
The brief was Sesh then.
Was it?
Yeah.
Who gave you give that brief to yourself?
Hippie, yeah, of course. Like a hippie kind of bohemian Sesh then.
Mate. It's
Yeah.
epic.
Yeah, our set designer Bella done an amazing job. It looks
Yeah.
so cool.
But going back, sorry, I'm gonna actually want to go back to a point you said about like people on the dance floor look up and think that they just have to be a DJ. There's so many opportunities out there. Not everyone's gonna be a great DJ. It might take you a little bit longer to become financially stable in the music industry if you're not a DJ, but you can do it and you can get there. You know, I've got a story of when I was managing Shelter in Amsterdam for 2 years. Yeah, big up the Shelter team, by the way. Great team, great venue.
Amazing venue.
Amazing venue. One of the best in the world, I'd say,
Sound
for sure.
system.
Yeah, I
Ridiculous.
mean, their old team and their new team are amazing. Good friends and family of mine. There's one guy specifically called Noah. He was the bar back. So he was running ice, running drinks. And I was venue manager or floor manager at the time. And he'd come up to me, he was like, you know, he was always amazing, very open, very polite, very respectful, always doing his job like to 100%. And he was like, how do I work my way up? I was like, bro, just keep doing what you're doing, keep presenting yourself correctly, keep showing up, and make sure everyone around you who you're working for knows that that is something that you want to do, you know? And eventually, I'm sure there's going to be opportunities that arise where that person might leave, you know, you might become a bartender, then you become a bartender, you know, then you show your presence behind the bar, then you might become the bar manager. Before you know it, he's messaging me, he's like, I'm the venue manager and the art director of the whole club. I'm like, fuck yes. There you
So
go.
sick.
So it's like, another thing is like, I have so many people come up to me, it's like, how do I do what you're doing? And I really want to do this, or I really want to do that. Just fucking do it. Just do it. Just ask, just talk. People are too afraid to hear no, innit? If you don't ask, you don't fucking get.
So true.
It's like, if you don't
So
ask, you
true.
don't get. And if he says no, move on to the next person.
Got to knock on doors,
You've got to
man.
knock on doors, mate. So, yeah, I just wanted to highlight that whole conversation about people thinking it's about I just want to become a DJ. That's great. If you do, then it's not as easy as you think it is as well. But if you got some bollocks and belief and action, you can definitely make something of it for sure.
Yeah, I mean the reality of like the lifestyle of a DJ is fucking
It's
hard,
intense,
mate.
bro.
Even just the
For myself,
insight.
I'm not even a fucking DJ.
Yeah,
It's intense, mate. Like,
Yeah.
you got people, and if you really break it down, like, especially when you're not financially in a position to have someone with you, it's a very lonely journey. Yeah, it sounds great. Oh my God, he's on an airplane again. Oh, wicked, he's in another country again. But essentially, if you have 3-4 shows that weekend, and you get on a flight, you land somewhere, you don't even know the people there, right? You party or whatever. You probably might not sleep out of choice, obviously. I'm not trying to make it sound like everyone doesn't sleep or they don't have a choice. Then you get on the next flight. Then you go to your next gig in another country where you probably don't know these people again. You do 3 or 4 of those a weekend. By the time you get back, you're fucked. You're finished. And you're like, yeah, you've been cracking on. Well, not everyone, most people. Been cracking on most of the weekend with people that you don't know, traveling, lack of sleep. It's fucking intense.
yeah.
It's intense. Especially if you're able to find that balance and discipline early on, hats off to you and big respect. But I know from experience, it's not that easy. So yeah, like you're saying, yeah, it is very glamorized. Don't get me wrong, there is epic sides. This is amazing,
Yeah.
but it's
You gotta have a
not-
passion for it,
you gotta
haven't
have
you,
a big
really, to
passion
do
for
it.
Yeah,
I feel like this kind of leads into the kind of mental health side of things,
Yeah.
because even just like with my mates who are DJs, like touring around the world, they always say like how it just feels so impossible to just have like any kind of structure and routine. So like without that, it's like fucking hard to like eat healthy. It's hard to
Yeah.
work out, just fitting it all in, especially with no sleep. What's that been like for you? And like also, what kind of just perspective or advice maybe could you just give on to a younger DJ kind of also going through that and maybe struggling with it, or just anyone in the scene?
anyone in the scene, I think so more so. Yeah, I mean, I think have fun, but eventually it's gonna catch up on you. It's caught up on me a few times. Like, it's a couple of moments in my life I'm like, whoa, slow down, Zach, because chill, because in like the period of June I've done 45 different countries and 4 festivals and you know what I mean? It's like it can become intense. And if you do enjoy yourself when you're out, like fully enjoy yourself, then it's even more intense. My advice would be just, I know it sounds so cliche, try to find balance. My biggest bit of advice is exercise. I think exercise, don't quote me on this, but I'm sure it is the most natural cure for depression. Not even for your physical appearance, but your mental health, and the rest will follow. I feel like if you can show up in the gym or doing some form of exercise 3-4 times a week whilst you're in this manic cycle of touring and gigging, that will definitely help you. I can't talk much on the diet because I love my shit food. I like to smoke a joint in the evening.
Welcome
so.
to the club, mate.
Mate.
I think we're all in the,
I
in the
do
same
try
boat
my
there, mate.
absolute best to have a balanced diet,
Yeah,
but as
cool.
soon as that Zoot comes out, it's absolutely game over. I've
This
gone
is
to the
what-
fridge like 10 times and nothing's changed.
Still the same
Still
shit
the
in
same
there.
fridge.
Well, good job. We got a nice dinner tonight.
Yeah,
for you, bro.
no, I
It's
can't
gonna
wait.
be
I can't
nice,
wait. I'm
mate.
starving.
Nice little munchies.
But yeah, just try to find balance and try to find a routine, and exercise I think is key. It's very key. It's fundamental. Because again, before you know it, fucking I look in the mirror after a weekend, I'm like, where the hell is 4 years of gym gone?
So you go out on a little 2K run and that's it.
Out
a little
2K of foot
absolutely
dance.
finished.
Yeah,
That's
no,
been done.
exactly. But also just showing up, I think, is important. Like even if you feel
Yeah.
twisted on a Monday or Tuesday after your weekends, or if you feel tired, or sometimes I do my absolute best just to get up and go to the gym, even if it's for 20 minutes, just to get back into that routine as quick as possible, because it's so easy, excuse me, to put it off. Oh, fuck it, I'll go tomorrow.
And then that becomes a habit, I suppose, over
Before
time.
you know it,
right?
you ain't trained for 5 days.
Yeah.
And then it's the week after and you're back on the weekend again.
Yeah.
And you start
So then
getting
it's
soft.
Yeah, do you know what I mean, bruv?
We've been joking about
mate.
this the
What
last
about
couple
you
of
getting
weeks.
soft?
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
God.
I'll be honest, it sounds like excuses, right?
Yeah.
But
Misses now.
But
public. He's
having
made it public.
having these two little pricks around all the time, it's hot. When I'm alone, I'm like lone wolf,
Routine,
locking,
yeah.
working out, eating healthy. With these two around, putting snuzz in their mouth, bunning
I don't know
Zoot
how you lot put them
24/7.
tea bags in your mouth. It's mental.
It's tricky to find structure with these
Yeah.
two. But the answer is we've got to find structure together.
No, to be fair though,
100%,
when you do get into mad routine, you are super locked into
Well,
it.
that's it.
Especially
I'm
with
either
the
locked
gym
in or
and
I'm not.
diet.
yeah,
like-
yeah.
There's no in the middle with you though. It's
Yeah.
like one way. It's like
Yeah.
dominoes, or it's like
Soft.
I mean, like on the flip side, how do you find it? How do you find maintaining that balance?
I think it's a little bit easier for me because being a film director, I get a lot of time like on my own, you know, whether it's like waking up, editing, writing emails, actually like physically being needed is when I'm out shooting, you know? So like thankfully a lot of the lifestyle is controllable in that kind of way, you know? So I can control my late nights, my early mornings. So I think it's a bit easier to get into a routine.
Yeah. I wish I could.
But honestly, I think it's about setting up the right environment for it. Like even having the rings, the little gym corner down there, just like waking up and just having it there, so you've not even got to leave the house potentially.
No excuse, then, is it?
But also, like if you can't have some rings in your house, which I mean, it's not easy to have rings up in your house. Just it's just, we was speaking to Millen about it yesterday. It's just patterns of thought. So it's like the hardest part to do is break those patterns of thought.
Yeah.
But once you've kind of like overrided it with these new patterns of thinking, i.e., you get a solid week or two workout in the gym, solid 2 weeks of diet, it becomes easier.
100%.
But then again, like this is harder in the scene, in the music scene, because then you go out, you have a late night, you get on it, and you start.
It's the power of saying no,
Yeah.
which I currently struggle with.
Yeah.
And I'm sure 99% of the scene do. Not everyone, not 99, probably 80%.
Yeah.
It's so easy to get caught up.
Mm.
It's so easy. It's like, for me, it's like the environment. And then I see a couple of people that are I say love to be around, but you know what I mean? You know, when you see him, it's like, this is going to be fun.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
And then 3 days later, it's
We
like,
won't name
oh,
names.
fuck. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's like, fuck, slow start Monday. I mean, I'm very grateful. I have my business partner, Daniele Buzanka. Big up Daniele Buzanka. He's my fucking right arm. We have a very good, honest understanding of what each other's roles are within the business. I am the foot soldier. I am the one who's out on the weekends. I am the networker. I am in the green rooms. I am probably at someone's kitchen table after, you know, putting in the hours, but he's the one on a Monday who's fucking focused, ready to go, business in order. He knows
Sounds a bit like
who
me and
to
you.
email. He knows who's waiting for a response. He knows who we need to call. He knows fucking everything.
Yeah.
So it's again comes back down to like your team and who you've got around you to understand that maybe on a Monday Zach's not going to respond to me.
Yeah.
Maybe not every Monday, but
Yeah.
some Mondays, you know. And there's not much there's not pressure put onto me. I don't feel
Mm.
I'm not made to feel bad like I've done something wrong, you know.
For sure.
It's part and parcel. You don't have to be out every weekend, but you know your network is your net worth in this industry. A lot of it,
Yeah.
you know, not all of it, but it's not what you know, it's who you know. You know, it's a big part of it. You do need to know what you're doing at the same time,
Yeah.
or at least try to learn as quick as possible.
Look good doing it.
Look good doing it. Yeah, go to the gym.
I think we can relate to that actually, because I feel like what I'm learning is playing into each other's strengths and weaknesses. It's like it's easy for me to be like, fucking hell, Tom, like you need to change this thing about you, but then actually take a step back and I'm like, well, no, that's what makes Tom Tom.
Exactly.
And that's where it's like he is the networker of bake
Yeah.
sessions. You know, he is the face. Everyone
beautiful
knows
man.
him. He's
He's a
going out and
beautiful young man.
about. You know, he's out and about. Super approachable. Like, I feel like no one has a
How old are
bad
you?
word to.
I'm 23 now.
He
Yeah,
carries himself like 40-year-olds.
I think I met you when I was around 18, 19.
That's mental.
And that's
innit?
how, I think it was like from...
You sinking in that.
Yeah, I
You
was
do
slowly
sing.
just like,
You do
like
sing,
getting
don't you?
smoke before I fucking
Yeah.
become the sofa. But
Yeah, I
carry
think
on.
I met you around 18, 19. We always like run into each other at
Yeah.
parties, and I was either working as a photographer
remember.
at events.
Yeah, I remember.
Where the way I got into event photography was paying for a ticket to go to an event, taking my camera,
Right.
and then sending them to the promoters. And it was like, we actually like these more than we
That's
did
what I'm
than we
saying,
do
man.
the photographer we're hiring. And as you do that over time, start getting booked more. You was always around, and I think there was very specific like mannerisms that you have and like ways that you carry yourself, which I always felt really inspired by.
Oh, thank you.
From
Appreciate
things
that.
from like just general manners to respect to the way that
Yeah, mate.
you carry yourself around people. So I think that's why we always like had this.
Yeah, no, I appreciate
Always,
that.
always got
I
on
mean,
really well.
Manners and respect is
yeah.
an international language.
Yeah. And I've always appreciated that. So,
Yeah, no, thank
good,
you for
good
that.
lesson.
Well, I appreciate that, mate. I didn't even. You
Well,
never look at it like that from my perspective.
It's
I know,
true.
but,
It's true though,
you
mate.
know.
Even like from me, like when I was shooting like Buenavidas and Appetites at 93,
Yeah,
like their first
yeah.
parties, same thing. You was always about, but there's always kind of been like this kind of air of there's like a dominant presence, but it's like welcoming
Oh, that's
and,
nice.
and comforting.
Sick. No, I love that. That's a very good way to put it. Thank you.
And also, it's very easy for someone like you, older, more experienced in the scene, to kind of look past the youngers coming up.
No.
Because a lot of people do, you know, like you're
100%.
older, more experienced in the scene. Like you can either, I feel like people out there can even see it as competition or can see it as a way to just help. And we feel like you've always been there to like help and encourage.
Yeah, no, I
which
appreciate it. I
is,
mean,
makes us like motivated. You know?
yeah, no, I mean, thank you for your words, and I'm glad that I've had that effect on you guys, and hopefully I've had that effect on many others. But for me, it's like it's our duty, or I'd say my duty, to ensure that this industry, the culture, is still forever ongoing. So for me, when I have like, I have a lot of younger people on the dance floor come up to me, oh, you Zach, blah blah, really inspiring what you're doing. How do I do what you do? Da da da. And I'm always willing to step aside or step out of the room and actually listen to them, you know, and give them that time and give them advice if it's needed. And also, I'm always up for providing people with opportunities. You know, if someone wants to do something, you know, there might be a time where I'll be like, oh, why don't you come and shadow me at the venue? You know, if you really want to do it, or if you want my advice, what's the best role to get into? I would advise people to try and get into things like artist liaison, stage management. You know, like my formula when I was when I was younger, I say younger. My formula at the time when I was getting into it, heavily involved in it, was like, I said to myself, how can I be paid to be at all the festivals that I want to be at, where all my friends are going to be at, then be put in an environment which is the booth, the stage, the backstage, where I'm surrounded by the biggest artists, the biggest agents, biggest managers, the biggest promoters. Like fucking stage management.
I'd love to do that.
Yeah.
You know? I'd feel like I'd be a sick stage manager.
Yeah,
like,
you would.
It's so clever as well, like artist liaison and just like
That's
looking
genius.
after people, making sure people have got their stuff.
Yeah, man. And it's like being one step ahead. It's not that hard of a job.
Yeah.
It's common sense. It's discipline, which isn't always easy to maintain. But also like just being respectful, open, you know, helpful, and being one step ahead. I mean, little things like I could see when like a DJ's nearly finished his drink, and I've already prepped the next drink, and as he's just finished that cup, as he puts it down, my hand's there to take that cup out the way and put the next one there, and they're like, "Yo, I didn't even ask for a drink." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It sounds so little, but those moments are so important. And then then what happened was I started to get to festivals, and artists would turn up into the booth and see me and be like, "Yo."
Yeah.
And immediately feel comfortable and feel safe and know that when they see me there, that everything's going to be good.
Yeah, there's a few stage managers in particular that I know, like from Gotwood and from the Cause and places like that. You know, Griff.
Of course.
Like
Buddy Griff.
like when you see that person, you're like, I'm sorted tonight. Like I'm getting looked after. I feel safe. I feel comfortable, and you know you're gonna have a good time.
So I think that if there's advice for me to put out there, is like, if there is a role you can, I mean, firstly, start at any fucking role you can get in a club. Like I was saying, the guy Noah, who's a barback, now venue manager of one of the most respected clubs in the world, and art director, you know, like just building and elevating this space that he's once was running ice from the fridge to the freezer to the fridge, you know. So like, firstly, you just take any opportunity you possibly can get, even if it's fucking mopping the floors, like anything. Prove yourself, express what you want to do, and then just, you know, eventually you just climb the chain.
Sick.
Yeah.
Love it. I think one more kind of more like serious topic to touch on, and then we'll kind of like end it towards just some like more funnier, light-hearted
We still got to
topics.
talk about the venue.
The venue, yeah,
London East.
for sure,
But
London
carry
East.
on.
And something else wanted to touch on was just like the safety of dance floors today.
Yeah, good topic.
Obviously, you know, Fabric have their thing. What is it? Don't be
Don't be
a
a
creep.
creep. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, thank you for bringing this up. Actually, this topic, something that I want to talk about. I mean, there's many like angles and aspects of it, and probably people look at it very differently. Certain people look at it a certain way, but for me, there's like dance floor etiquette. I think is the overall subject, and there's many things that come into that. It's like, you know, spatial awareness, being on the dance floor around other people who also wanting to enjoy themselves, but you know, how can I put it? You know, there's times when you're on the dance floor and all you can feel is someone's elbow in your back for like 20 minutes. And I'm like, surely that can't be comfortable for them. Do you know what I mean? Firstly. Secondly, I'm a dancer and I don't touch anyone. And they're not even dancing. And they're rubbing them up on my back for half an hour. I just don't get it. Also, walking through crowds. I know you don't need to acknowledge everyone, but there is a certain way to maneuver and navigate through busy spaces. It's definitely not bulldozing through with zero acknowledgement. Like, I just don't understand it. At least make that person aware that you're there and do your thing as elegantly as possible. You know, especially in a crowded environment. So spatial awareness is one. Dance floor etiquette is important, and also I think this is mainly towards, I don't know, I guess male figures, but, you know, strong male presences on a dance floor. It's like, ensure that you're providing a safe space for everyone around you, male, female, whoever it is. You know, I think what we find a lot of in this industry, especially, you know, people making up excuses of acting a certain way and being a certain way and having a certain energy. It's like, no, just enjoy your space and make sure that the energy that you're putting out is allowing others to enjoy their space, you know, and enjoy that. It's a vulnerable environment to be in. So the last thing you need is other people within that space, you know, making it uncomfortable, you know. So I think it just all comes down to, you know, understanding and spatial awareness of where you are, your environment, understanding other people around you, also here to have a good time, you know, acknowledge, you know, even if sometimes, mate, just step like 1 centimeter the other way and I won't feel you on my back, you know. And if you catch your friend acting up, tell him about himself or tell her about herself. You know, it's also our duty to control that space as well, you know, as men. So I think it's very important, just a word for everyone out there, like, respect the dance floor, look after each other, be the one to pull up your friend if they need to be pulled up, you know, and just try to provide as best of an energy on the dance floor as you possibly can for everyone, really. And I think that goes across the board for any dance floor in the world. You know, dance floors were safe. They were a safe space to be vulnerable. And I feel like slowly it's becoming a bit, like you said, going back to the fabric situation, like, don't be a creep. The fact that is even having to be mentioned shows you kind of where it's at. So it's not all like that. And I'm not trying to put any doom and gloom on it, but
Sure.
you know, I think it's definitely something that
something that's not spoke about enough.
It's not spoken about enough.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
It's not spoken. And just the whole respect of the space, the dance floor. You know, dance. That's why it's called a dance floor. Do you know what I mean? It's like, enjoy it.
Do you feel like, I personally don't feel like there's enough dancing on the dance floor.
There isn't.
What's going on about that?
I don't know. It's probably the drugs that are being taken has a big
We
influence
spoke
on
about
it.
this recently,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean, like, look, each
This country,
to their own.
I don't want to obviously put this country down, but like, you go around Europe and it feels on the dance floor a lot more free and a lot more expressive, a lot less judgmental.
Yeah, true.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, don't need to compare country to country, but like,
course.
what is changing? I don't know. Are people, maybe, obviously the drugs play a huge factor,
Of course,
just
yeah.
being up in
Yeah,
your
yeah,
head
yeah.
and feeling like you're being judged to let go. But even for us doing the visual mixes, like, you know, when people are dancing behind, having a good time, it makes for such better visuals.
100%.
Yeah.
I think, like you said, a lot of it comes down to judgment. It's so, like, I wouldn't be able to pinpoint. I think the type of drugs that are being used on the dance floor, the lack of education from this new generation, not everyone, a lot of them. There was a period of time, the COVID period of 2 years, which was missed out, which I think plays a big part in it. And also just like, people are just too afraid to fucking relax and really let loose. I find it on the dance floor a lot. There's certain spaces where I really let my hair down. One is NYC Download at Glastonbury, one of the best clubs in the world. It's only open 4 days a year, 5. And then Brett on a Monday for SlapFunk, ADE. There's 2 places where you fully, phones off, don't try and call me. It's not happening. Done. And I've seen or been in moments where me and my crew or extended crew are absolutely fucking having it. Like, knees are going, shoulders are swinging. And then there's people around who aren't essentially relaxed yet. And I can turn around and I'm like, and then I can see them slowly gravitating, slowly loosening up. And then next thing I turn around and they've gone from to absolutely skanking it off, which is amazing. And it just goes to show, you know, that energy it attracts. But yeah, the dance floor is for dancing, so fucking dance, kids.
Yeah. We it's actually a family friend, but we had a DJ on called Red Greg, who's huge, like, absolute goat in the disco scene.
Sick.
Like jazz funk scene. And it was actually his first ever visual mix that he had done, because like, he had turned Boiler Room down like 5 times because he hates cameras.
Wow.
He hates all this like focus onto the DJ. He thinks there's too much focus onto a DJ nowadays at a party. And he was talking about how back in the day, like, you know, the DJ would be over in the corner.
Yeah,
you know, you wouldn't even see him. And it would be about the dance floor. It would be about just the music. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's kind of your your perspective on that?
I think it's a very good topic, very good way of, I mean, that was the case. And that's why NYC Download is one of my favorite clubs, because you can't even see the booth. There's like a stage and a catwalk and dancers and performers, and the booth's all the way in the corner. So, you know, but saying that, I'm also quite guilty of, I love watching DJs, and because every artist has their own way of doing things and technicalities of doing things. So, I mean, I'm quite blessed within my job that I'm so close to it. I get to see it. I get to experience everyone's translation or way of doing it. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I guess because people are so idolized now, and that DJ is there, everyone just stares there, you know. It's very rare that you see people turn around and dancing with each other. Everyone's kind of just facing
Very
the
forward
front.
facing, yeah.
I mean, I don't think I'd be able to tell you what happened or what was the shift in that, but again, it just comes back down to just.
Well, I guess
relaxing
also
and
it goes
dancing.
back to like what you were saying earlier about these like boys that are and girls that are coming up as like more commercial DJs. They're like modern day celebrities. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
100%.
Yeah.
if you run into Max, Luke, fucking Josh,
yeah.
whoever it is, like these kids idolize. Like I say, kids
yeah.
like 18, 19, getting into the scene, are like idolizing these people, and it's like that's why.
I guess social media has had a huge,
Yeah.
probably the biggest impact with that, what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, you probably just hear the DJ's name and hear the music he's playing. You probably never even get to meet him or see him, or do you know what I mean? Or I might be completely wrong. They might be on the dance floor with you. Now where everything is so in your face, and it's like, oh, that's that track from that guy or that girl, or
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? I
For
think
sure.
maybe that is also what has shifted this whole forward focus, at the artist, rather than enjoying and embracing and surrendering to the space
Yeah.
and the music and the vibe,
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Yeah, nice. It's like an interesting topic to talk about, and definitely not like I don't bring it up to say like they had it better back in the day,
no.
because obviously like our generations, the new generations, like have their own
different experience.
own just as exciting experiences, and it's all they know. But yeah, it's definitely, I guess even for when we go out, like we love a big party, but we also still love those underground parties.
Yeah, but at the same time though, I think for like back then, people would go to a certain club or a certain night, but we would almost go to see a specific like.
That's it, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We go to see names.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Like if there's someone the thing is though, we're not like short-sighted when it comes to going to explore new artists though.
No.
We would happily go into a random tent, a random festival, and see what we like.
Yeah,
Because
of
it's like
course.
you don't know if you like them until you go and see them. Right?
I've stopped looking at lineups for festivals nowadays. Just when I'm actually at a festival to relax and enjoy myself, I've stopped looking at lineups. Just kind of if I'm with my friends, if I'm with the crew, and you kind of find the vibe. Do you know what I mean? And now in that sense, I've stumbled across some people I've never heard before in my life. It gives you that opportunity. It allows you to have that opportunity to actually, instead of just strictly going to people that you like or or you've heard of watched or heard play so many times, you actually just come across and experience new music, new artists.
For sure.
So yeah, I've actually stopped looking at following set times and stuff at festivals.
Go and figure it out.
Just go and figure it out. Yeah, basically.
My favorite content I love from you is like when you're at London East, just like getting on the camera and talking.
Yeah.
It's so
Oh,
easy
mate, don't.
to complicate like promo
Yeah.
and like think, oh, I need these big, cool, cinematic, crazy like
No.
films. But like from my perspective, looking at you, it's like, all you need to do is really just get on the camera and show face and just really just speak your mind, because that is relatable and it just does connect with your
Yeah.
audience. I think it's a huge part of the reason how like London East has become what it's become.
Yeah.
But how is that going? Let's talk about the project.
Going very, very well. I couldn't be happier at the minute. Well, hopefully for the foreseeable. But everything that I believed could happen, all the potential I saw in the space before I took that job on, has just slowly, well, I say slowly, quite quickly come to light. I was hired as creative director. Essentially, I knew the owner for a few years prior to him hiring me or me taking the job on. He asked me for help for a couple of years. I was actually reading a book called The Surrender Experiment. Great book, by the way. And which actually shifted my mind and energy towards taking that job. But yeah, anyway, yeah, as creative director, my job was to bring it some credibility, identity, direction. It was a great space before I went there, but I just felt like it just needed a little bit of love, a little bit of attention. And actually, I didn't have to do loads. It wasn't like I was a fucking mastermind and it was rocket science and it was like, we need to do this, we need to do that, we need to get this, we need to get that. It was just like a lot of it was quite basic. You know, security team on the door, you know, the first interaction, then, you know, the bar team, how it runs, what's the energy around it. I wanted to create a family,
The hospitality.
you know, hospitality is everything. I wanted to create a family vibe. You know, and then you're thinking about the sound system, big investment for any club, you know, to actually purchase your own sound system and something that was top of the list, you know, and big up Matty for, you know, it took a while for us to get into it as well. From my side, I had to learn how to work with other people because not everyone's the same. But eventually I earned his trust. And, you know, we started to make the right changes and very subtle, you know, the bar, the marketing, the sound, the lighting, the way the venue looks, the colour of the venue.
Upper East now.
Upper East, which was Matty's idea, by the way. Big up Matty. Yeah, he's a G when it comes to that stuff. If he has something in his head, he's just like, fuck it, let's just fucking do it. I come into work, there's like a crane and 2 shipping containers. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? We didn't sign this off. So, yeah, it's going really well. I mean, we've had like Skepta Sammy Virgil, we've had fucking Enzo, Dr. Banana, and Max, and Luke's, and Lockie's, and Marsolos, and, you know, and I've got Rarish next week for home. I don't know when this is going to go out, but yeah, it might be after the event. But we've got Rarish coming up for home, which is going to be amazing. It's a huge, like, milestone, I would say, for the venue. One of the most respected.
Legend.
He's a legend, Rarish. You know, house, tech, minimal, whatever you want to call it, he does it all. So,
Very well.
yeah, no, I mean, we've built a strong team now, which I'm very happy with. We're going in the right direction. We're also able to throw street parties, which is Crank Brothers who were able to do it. There's only a few other promoters who maybe ever was able to do it. But now we're able to take over the streets of fucking Canning Town for 6 days, which is epic, and which is also just completely given another aspect and side to the venue itself and the space.
I guess as well, considering like where it is, you don't struggle with noise complaints.
We've had one.
You've had one?
Not anymore.
Okay, fair enough.
It was someone who lived across the road from the train tracks was complaining about us before they were complaining about the trains. Right. Surely the trains are what is keeping you awake, or is what is vibrating your windows. Yeah. But that was all dealt with. But you'll be surprised, bro.
Okay.
Anywhere in the world, there could be one complainer.
Yeah, true. I just feel like because of where it is in Canning Town, you've got Fold, you've got Star Lane.
We've had minimal. We've had minimal complaints in comparison to other venues that I've worked at and managed. We've definitely had minimal complaints, but yeah, we're very grateful that the position that we're in is amazing. But London East is like a destination. You don't have footfall. You don't have people walking past. So I think we're doing a great job with what we have at the minute. But again, every day is just about improving. Every week there's always something new going on at the venue. There's always adjustments. You know, if something needs to be fixed and sorted or improved, it's forever evolving. So yeah, London East is on the up. So very happy. Big up the London East team.
Love it. Sweet. Anything else on the horizon that you're excited about?
With the venue?
Just in life, in general.
There are a few projects that are starting. I won't talk too much about them. I don't like to speak too soon. I'm guilty of that sometimes, but I'm learning not to. But I mean, look, with the agency, it's just about continuously working closely with my artists and growing that into the big. I still wouldn't say the biggest, but the best agency it possibly can be. Continuously providing opportunities for others, new people that want to get into the scene, even whether it's an artist or an agent or a stage manager or whatever, you know, that is kind of my duty.
I'm going to hit you up for that stage manager role, by the way.
I've got you, bro.
I'm there.
Yeah,
Bring your
nice.
snooze and you're
On
in.
that artist liaison, Tommy
Artist
Russell.
liaison who can also use a camera is like 1010 AL.
We actually could like document that
Well,
process.
I
It'd be
had
cool,
a
couldn't it?
conversation
Let's do
recently
it.
with I was
Make it happen.
with Andy Luff the other week at Queen's Yard, and we was just like, we'd had a few drinks throughout the day, and was cracking on, having a good time, and he was like, I was like, can I just pretend to just be your tour manager for the day, right? So we turn
probably one
up
of
and
the
I'm
best
like,
roles to
I'm on the
pretend to
phone
do.
to like this source show. I'm like, hi, you are the stage manager. I'm Andy Luff's tour manager. You know, we've just come over from Amsterdam, and you know, we've just like basically just pretended like I'm his stage manager, his tour manager for the whole day.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm having conversations with all these people, and it was. I feel like it's a bit of me.
I think it's right up
Sounds
your
like
street.
It's
great.
so up my street. And the
Yeah.
thing is as well, if I can take the photos for the artists, which I'm now getting into video as well,
Amazing.
doing more clips and doing more.
Smashing it on the video.
Yeah, I'm getting more video jobs than I am photo at the moment, which is
Oh, yeah.
interesting.
If you're an artist and you need a videographer, shout Mr. Tom.
Let me know. But yeah, why not?
Why not?
I'm up for it all.
Mate,
Let's
if you're
do it.
serious, just fucking let's document it as well. That would be
Yeah.
cool.
I think so. It'd
That'd
be
be great.
interesting, wouldn't it?
That would be
We'll
great.
see how
So-
things progress.
Yeah, I mean, from that question, yeah, just gonna keep working my fucking ass off to give back what I can to this industry, and to the people that are in it, from dance floors to DJ booths to fucking green rooms.
Mm.
If you need a wristband, shout me. If you need guest list, shout me. No, jokes aside, but yeah, that's it really, man. Just gonna keep grafting. Yeah.
Have you got, under all the years kind of out raving, partying, have you got one kind of standout party that you will kind of like remember forever?
I keep going back to it, but NYC down at Glastonbury's every year just blows my mind. Brett always, but specifically on a Monday for SlapFunk, is top 3 dance floors for me in the world. But there's just a certain energy and vibe at that Glastonbury in that tent, which is built 4 days a year, which for me is a plastic tent. It's one of my favorite clubs in the world. Wow. Just the energy, the people, the music, the openness, you just feel free and relaxed, and to just do whatever and be whoever you want to be with zero judgment. That's what it's about for me. When there's not many dance floors where you I say there's not many, for myself personally, being so heavily involved in this scene, where you can really, really be like fully yourself.
Yeah.
And that is a dance floor that year in, year out. I step in there, I'm just like
Silly
sunglasses
little
on,
boy,
t-shirts
just
off,
letting go.
Yeah,
tops off, baby. Do you know what I mean? Like it's on, 100 degrees, sweating, like, and just absolutely fucking sending it front left.
Yeah, sick.
Front left gang.
Front left warrior.
Yeah, mate, all day long. I'm in there from the start till it finishes.
Sick.
Yeah.
Final question. I feel like we're coming
for
to
sure.
Yeah,
a
man.
good ending here.
Whenever you're ready.
This one just come to mind. It could be a cool way for us to like end the podcast moving forward. But what's like a piece of advice you'd want to give to your future self, like 5-10 years from now?
Future self. Piece of advice for the future. Stay fucking humble, man. Just stay humble. Enjoy the process. Take a step back. Appreciate what you've achieved. I think it's a very big thing. So easy. It's just so fucking fast paced. It's like next thing. Someone said it to me a little while ago. A few people say it to me actually. It's like sometimes just actually take a step back and have a look at everything that you're achieving, accomplishing, learning, failing at, improving, you know. Basically take a step fucking back, man. And take a deep breath and acknowledge and appreciate everything that's going on around you.
Oh, mate,
Sick.
what an absolute answer.
Yes.
Mate,
guy.
Absolute pleasure, man.
Is that a wrap?
That was
Yeah, I
so
think that was a
sick.
wrap. That
That's
was
unreal.
That was
What
sick.
a great way to end things. What an amazing
Yeah.
answer as well. So that is the end of our first episode with our first Zack. Fuck off, man. Not even fucking...
I'm the only one.
We're keeping that in.
So that was the end of our first episode with our first guest, Zack Geraci. Bro, thank you so much for joining us, mate.
Thank you guys for having me. No, it's been amazing, and big up for yourselves, mate. I'm very impressed with what you're doing. The platform that you're creating and the opportunities you're providing for other people is amazing. It's inspiring. So yeah, big up yourselves. Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
Yes, G.
My G.
Love, man. Yes, boys. Thank you. Thank you.
Sick.
Done.
Bosh.
Should I get a picture in front of this bake session sign?